Welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. I kind of forgot where I needed to take the sugar, and it wasn't where I thought it was. I have to run back to the bakery. It wasn't part of campus. Hey Bert, I brought the 150 pounds of sugar that you said you needed. Is it like panting or just like wrapping your mind around that in the moment of how absurd of a request it was? Wow, really? That's great, thanks. It is very heavy. Take it right now. Please. I think it's like panting, exhausted. Heck, I bet 150 pounds of anything is really heavy. Please, take it. Oh, if you weren't kidding, but wow, thanks. Now I can start making cupcakes. 10 experience. Oh, that sounds good. When will they be ready? Immediately, somehow. Oh man, let's see them. The blue cupcake, a cupcake coated in unnatural blue icing. I basically hate all cake and cupcake icing. Cream cheese is where it's at, cream cheese icing. But even then, it's very easy to be too much. Increase mysticality by 1 and max HP by 1. Sure, I'll support this business that I helped set up. I'll buy one. A green cupcake. A cupcake with green frosting? What flavor is it? Sour apple, mint, pine, moxie, and meat drops. And red cupcake. A cherry red cupcake covered with blood red icing. Muscle and maximum HP. He doesn't have anything to talk about. Ask Bert about the toast? No, we've already done the toast for today. Wow, that sure did come to an abrupt ending. Much more so than I expected. You know, while I'm over here, Jessica, nothing to follow up on there. Charles has got nothing going on. Now I have all these boosted armors. I could rearrange my equipment to have more, I'm sure, but I might be able to make a good run at this here. The Rook's lingerie trick. Ah, there's one. I'm missing stench, missing spooky, missing stench. There we go, hot. That's something I got. Set one of the Rooks on fire. Nope, don't have cold armor. Scorched bishop ploy. Just keep giving me these fire options and maybe I stand a chance. Incinerate a Rook. Burning pawn ploy. Oh, nope, slipping away from me again. Oh, I swear. There's like a certain amount that I think that Jessica has to win and I have to win, and it's kind of like a little bit of a back and forth there. And I let that one get away from me. I could improve either my cold or stench armor, and I bet I would have like a way better shot. So let's get the stench armor on there. Were any of these... No. One of these cold armor, though, maybe, possibly? What am I doing? This is the worst way to go about that cold armor. These are all, like, food items. I'll put on the pants. Spooky, stench, sleaze. Ooh, miss the sleaze check. Cold, spooky, gold. Do you kind of have to get lucky a little bit? I don't know if it checks the same things in the same order every time. It kind of seems like it might actually. So there's a chance there. Oh, stench armor. Oh, it's so close. Oh god, you need such insanely high armor stats. 10 of everything. Alright, it needs to build up to a point of having 10 of everything, basically, which I sure don't have. No, the fairy charm, I think is what I normally wear. And some dope pants. Yeah, back to SIT. But at this point, I've largely lost track of what I've been working towards. You know what? I never did any phys ed. I certainly didn't finish the chemistry thing. I'll come back to it at some point, but I kind of got real stumped there. So I'll worry about that one another time, I think. I don't really want to go down the infinite hallway just yet. It seems like it would take a while, you know, so I'd probably best spending my time at some other locations. The barbecue wing. Here is phys ed. Here's what I was looking for. Have I checked all these? May I go in? Access to the doorways limited to students and faculty. What? Do I not have that anymore? My quest item? My SIT student ID. And I can't use it here? Oh, because I am not taking that class is probably it. But here it should work. They spelled notices wrong. Oh yeah, that's about the board. Can I get in here? Yes, so that's what it comes down to, is just making sure you have the right transcript. Authorization verified, access granted, and we can go on in. Hiya, coach. Excuse me? You picked phys ed as your elective, right? Well, that means you've joined the SIT food fight team. The rest of us got here first and called not it, so you get to be the coach. Oh, well, okay, what's the catch? The catch is, we get course credit regardless, but you only get it if we win the season's big game against our cursed rivals, the Narvard Hurleywoods. So Narvard is obviously... Oh, so is it the Harvard Nurlywoods? No, there's no way Nurlywoods is the real... I was just thinking it was a letter swap. There's no way that's a real team name, right? Swell. Seems like I'm set up to fail here a little bit. It's Athlete Bob. Bob is muttering to himself with his eyes closed. Ooh, do I have to learn what sort of, like, coaching and feedback and encouragement people respond to? Tough love or a gentle hand, you know? Pat him on the back and leave. Oh, none of those seem to really matter, I guess. After all, what would a locker be without lockers? Locker room be? Athlete Alice. So yeah, I think each one will need like a different thing. Nervously doing jumping jacks, not that I can see. Anxiously examining donuts. She seems uneasy. Molly, you got any help for me here? You got nothing. The biggest trophy in the shelf is labeled Glordo Hargus Zeta Omega Omicron. And also, weirdly, has a little plaque on it and a map to that particular frat house. My brain got hung up for a second because I was like, is this a 5-letter lock combination for that thing that I've been trying to work out, the complicated German lock in the past? But no, there was no, oh, that wasn't an option, so I think unrelated. A mirror, presumably for uniform checking, but you could check your face instead. It's a door to the combat arena. See who you're up against. In round 1, you'll be facing off against the West Tisbury Messmakers. Their roster is Thomas the Tomato Tank Wilhelmina, that's a difficult one, the Wheat Witch, Fleming the Fig Flinger, Bernice the Banana Behemoth, and Charles the Cherry Chucker. To battle! Which, oh, I don't actually, like, do anything. I'm just the coach, I guess. It does kind of make sense. How do I give my team what they need? The encouragement. Like, maybe they need to get in here and lose one battle. Because it looks like they're going to lose. Because they're a bunch of losers. I would never tell them that. I'll say that quietly off on the side here. But we can hopefully teach them a thing or two. Destroying their perfect 0-0 record. You've lost, but you can ask for a rematch. You should go give some pep talks to the team in the meantime, though. You can ask for a rematch? How does this league work? Any advice, coach? Oh... Okay, so this is... There's going to be a really particular way to make all this work. 3 times damage versus on fire? Is anyone going to be on fire? Well, work on your biceps. Okay, I'm going to give everyone a little bit of coaching and see how it goes. Damage versus bleeding? I don't really understand that. Like, if you are bleeding. Or if someone... Oh, if someone else is bleeding. Okay. So 1 big blast per game and act earlier. I'll just start kind of assigning things. Attacks cause on fire, super hot corn. There we go. And then that means you... Oh, no, I've already done it. I've already assigned some things you can't reassign. Increased damage and healing. Healing also heals self. Ooh. I think keeping your healer alive would be important. And buffs weaken random enemy, and sure, let's try some of that. That's, who knows. I hope I don't have to do too many of these battles. And I'm also like not paying very close attention to the order of things that are happening. We have someone on fire, just continually being applied on fire here too. Oh, the healing's very useful, but now they're gone. See, so setting someone on fire and dealing more damage to someone who's on fire, that seems like a combo that I'm going to want to follow up on. 3v3. Oh, we got the upper hand. That's some mighty fine coaching. It came down to basically nothing. Oh, come on. That's going to be real tough. Phyllis the Pepperoni Pummeler, Orison the Oatmeal Ogre, Bernice the Blueberry Bombardier, Judy the Jalapeno Juggernaut, Quentin the Quinoa Quarterback. At least one of your players looks pretty sad. Maybe you should give them a little encouragement before the next match. Let's see what more I could be doing. Extra damage to On Fire. I think that'll be huge. Oh, are they getting like less sad when I give them the right things to do? So I told you to... Oh, these are different instructions. Meditate beforehand, make friends. Always buff Bob first. So what if we buff Bob and then and pat him on the back? Can't really change his stuff, I guess. Oh, so a few of you just needed different strategies? Well, I'm really working up a sweat here. What is with this ridiculous guy with the big stretchy limbs and everything? Holy crap. It's kind of ridiculous. Very injured. I kind of need the healing to work a little better. The one who does extra damage to On Fire's gone, which I think that combination kind of mattered a fair amount, so I'm a little bit bummed that has gone away from me. Yeah, the On Fire doesn't seem to matter a whole lot. There it goes. There's the fire damage being dealt. 1v1. Can he do it? Wow. Pulled out all the stops at the end. Saved the team. See, everyone's bummed again. Sharpen your avocados. +1 damage each round. Attacks cause bleeding, I think is useful, or will be. And extra damage versus bleeding. So I do want that. Pat him on the back. He feels good, I guess. Immune to poison, cause poison, or increase your HP. I guess just stay alive, maybe? Get some resolve? Attacks cause much bleeding. Yeah, let's bleed this team dry. Mario the Mayonnaise Magus, Gavin the Garlic Giant, Harry the Ham Hurler, Sasha the Salad Slinger, Thomas the Tomato Tank. Hey, Thomas is back. I'm pretty sure that's the same one. It's probably a random combination of titles anyways, so... Ooh, okay. Lots of poison being dealt here, and I'm kind of curious if like the mayonnaise and the tomato and the da-da-da, like if you actually read into those, if it informs you what different types of enemies you're about to square off against with actually are. Oh, dang. Didn't manage to survive that. Okay, I get a couple turns in a row there. Dicey. I guess it's helpful that you can look at how the battles progress and you know who's about to go next and kind of just keep an eye on that. I don't think I like maximized anything or did anything that critical to say that I'm doing a good job coaching, but it's working out so far. Always target the weakest enemy. I actually do think that is a good strategy. I typically do that quite a bit. Give him a high five. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to bail on my team there. Sorry, you guys are too much. I just need a little bit of a moment to myself there. Oh, are you guys like leveling up or what is happening? Extra buff per game, or become immune to bleeding. Is a bunch of bleeding going to come up in this next battle or what? A lot of those are repeats. I'm starting to think I'm going to have to go through 5 battles, which is quite a bit. Oh, good. Yeah, the targeting the weakest one yet. That was huge, I think. Damn it. They're taking her out already. Oh, come on, stay alive. I need you to get one more turn in. Not perfect, but like still useful. Oh, I don't think that's enough. I feel like the team's disadvantaged here. That'll be hard to come back from. It's kind of funny when battles have been so simple, recurringly going through this game, and suddenly, like, now that I'm not actually battling is when battles become the hardest they've been at any point in this adventure here. Kind of funny how that worked out. Alright. What could I do for you? What if I instruct you right to left? I didn't pay attention if they were applying bleeding commonly or anything like that. I also wish that I could say no and then go look around at what everyone else has going for them. Healing increases power. Here, heal twice more. Attack twice per round. The double donuts, sure, let's try that. Regen health every round. Ooh, yeah, just keep yourself alive. If he's gonna focus on fighting with the double attack, maybe you gotta heal yourself like a little bit. You usually deal effects, extra damage, or act earlier. Acting earlier could be useful, just rearranging things a little bit. No one deals on fire, or if they do, I didn't assign it, so I don't know about that. And just increasing HP, putting on a thick hat. Does anyone, if I didn't assign on fire, it still comes up, it still is a thing. And we managed to take out a character really, really early, so that's pretty good. Oh, that combo is real good. That, I have enough people alive here that I stand a chance. Ooh, you're gonna target the person who's weakest. Oh yeah, the double donut there, that's pretty huge actually. 7 damage twice, and you're the one who heals people, aren't you? It seems like overpowered. Very strong. Great job, team. Is this not like the championship or something at this point? Probably, maybe? No, it doesn't even say so. Twin Tortilla Titan, that's funny, there's 2 Twin Tortilla Titans. And the Pistachio Pelter, Sarah the Salad Slinger, and Fleming the Fig Flinger. That one has come up as well. Pat him on the back. I don't know why I can't do things for everyone. Stronger buffs? Sure, let's try that. Increase damage, +1 damage each round. She doesn't live that long, usually, so extra HP, maybe? And Bobby's gonna pat in the back. Well, I think I'm going into this one with so little working for me. Lots of bleeding applied. So, bleeding immunity probably would have been useful. Yeah, that's gonna chip away at me like crazy. Because of the weird thing where I only talked to 2 units for whatever reason, I kind of suspected that meant that they wouldn't have enough skills and bonuses and things to actually work out. On fire heals you. I don't think they're going to make you on fire, though. Gain power when taking damage. Ooh, get mad. Sure, maybe. Let's try it. It's different. Healing increases power, increased damage, and healing. I could cause poison. Sure, let's poison people. That sounds fun. Immune to bleeding. I'll give you extra HP. Because they weren't even dealing a lot of bleeding. It was only like 1, so it seems like you'd be fine. Fire Blast causes on fire. Extra damage when on fire. The extra damage thing seems useful. Increased damage. Gain fire immunity. I honestly don't know if each battle that we do, those specifically come up because that is the element we're going to be fighting against. No, it's bleeding. So the on fire thing, immunity, wouldn't matter at all, right? This whole section of the game, like maybe I should be slowing down the battles so I can more directly analyze kind of what's happening there and why it's going poorly, rather than randomly guessing, but it seems to go fine. Attacks heal you. That'll be good. That's a good one. Are these cumulative? Like, now there's only 2 options all of a sudden. +1 damage each round? Like, maybe I'm improving these people. Fire heals you, weakens attacker. Yeah, trash talk. That'll be a good one. 3 times damage versus poison. But I think he was the one I assigned gives poison, so I don't even really know. Healing increases power. And immune to bleeding. This group does cast bleeding, so I think that's a thing. They must be getting stronger, because the attack order, the fact that you like act sooner, so you're no longer in that bottom left position. All of these stats must keep getting added. And so maybe I could have added them in a specific order where I like never lost a battle. Well, that went very poorly. Unbelievably so. I couldn't even describe how that fell apart as quickly as it did. You're going to start sooner. We're going to really pummel them right out of the gate and hope that that makes a difference. Increased HP. Just try and stay alive. People need to live. Heal twice more per game. Lots of healing. Extra buff per game. Just try and keep people on the board. Participating in the gym, on the board, wherever it is, wherever this is taking part. I do like having lots of things acting early to potentially take out one of their units before they've even had a chance to do anything. This is right on a line. I think they still got me. Yep, that about does it. Dang. Really, just getting my ass kicked. Do you know what I should have done? So much sooner, is consult the library and ask them for advice on physical education. I feel like she's not the one to ask about phys ed. Start a conversation. Nope, nothing there. So I guess I can just ask you about it. Know anything about phys ed? Well, for start, I can tell you that proper stretching exercises are vital to success in every sport. What sport are you concerned with? Food fighting. Well, maybe not that one. I suppose the best advice would be to just have at it. Give it a go. If you lose, give your fellow students a pep talk, and they'll climb back in the saddle stronger than ever. I don't think we're allowed to use horses. If you're really having trouble, it might be that you could acquire some assistance from one of the local frat boys, but I mustn't say any more. Intriguing. Okay, that does give me something to follow up on, and that was totally a discoverable thing along the way. Out on the quad, you encounter 2 goblin cheerleaders, who are cheering on a goblin wearing a baseball uniform, despite the fact that the baseballer doesn't seem to be doing anything cheerworthy or even noteworthy. B-A-S-E-B-A-L-L. What does that spell? They look at you expectantly. Baseball. Yes, hooray! We have got it right that time. Let us now spell another one. Good, yes. What is it to spell? It must be difficult, the way that they rearrange words to spell something in the proper sequence. Electroencephalographically, or anti-disestablishmentarianism, which is the longest word that I know, but I'll go with the bewitching. Oh, that's a good one. E-L-E-C-T-R-O-E, wander off while they're distracted. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that we didn't stick around to watch that play out in its entirety. This trash can is sparklingly clean, probably from years of disuse. Leave this trash heap of a fraternity. Some very muscular flies are buzzing around a pile of discarded protein powder. Are we going to kick someone off the team or just add someone to the team? It sounds like a raucous party is happening inside here. Oh yeah, that raucous like crazy. What's everyone doing? They're just dancing to a different beat. This guy's still dancing in spite of obvious nausea. This guy is certainly cutting a rug ahead of his time. What is he doing? He's doing like disco, I guess. The frat guy's throwing food at a makeshift dummy. His precision is uncanny. That's the man we want. The volume in this radio is turned up to an irresponsible level. 11, perhaps? The couch has some moss growing on it. You squeeze the moss and extract hidden nutrients from within. Powerful grit. Ooh, Sleaze armor. Slathered with bacon grease. This dessert cart is cleaner than most things near it. Check under the cover. You found a baklava wrapped in a balaclava. The baklava, a fancy and exotic dessert made from phyllo dough, honey, and nuts. To this day, nobody knows what phyllo dough is. I should know. I don't. Oh, but there's phyllo and philo, I guess, maybe. Because there's a PHY one, and this is FILO, so I don't know. Increases meat drops, and balaclava. This hat is great for concealing your identity so that nobody can make fun of you for how badly you ski. And adds cold armor, which I actually am poor at. Maybe I could win chess with that. I could also put on my mask to go to that door. The door is stuck with tried pudding. Let me put on the handkerchief. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Oh, it's sleaze. It's sleaze, not stench. Gotcha. Well then, let me just swap that out and give that a try. It makes sense that things would be a little sleazy in a frat house. Ooh, look at all of this down here. I'll close this one up. I'll take the experience. fish to explore. The fuse box has been stuffed full of celery, which doesn't make any sense. You don't trust any organization that stockpiles this much margarine. This drum smells like vermouth. That is a terrible thing. I guess you can make martinis out of it, though. There we go. This is enough vermouth to supply an army with martinis. Vermouth by itself, though. Very gross. Shelves of miscellaneous basement junk. Junk mail and self-adhesive rivets. And that whole thing. I've multiple junk mails, and I've never found a way to open them. I don't know if I literally just have to keep an eye out for a letter opener. I guess I'll head down now that I've found this. Although, I'm going way off target of what I was trying to do here. A toolbox abandoned by some sewer worker in the distant past. See what it has. Scrap of metal and an awl. And I really thought there would just be drunk fish people down there. Apparently it's a whole other thing. This seems like I'm opening up a lot of branching possibilities. And so rather than trying to suddenly clear out the entirety of this frat house... Shadow beer. Increase physical armor by 7. That's pretty crazy. Darker than the darkest stout and more portentous than the portentious stout. That's actually one... Like, my regular armor is like nothing. Kind of ridiculously. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind that I can come back here, go down there, there's a guy to talk to, there's an upstairs. This is what I want to focus on. Sup, bro? I'm Gordo. Hey, wait, you say Grammy? You're the new captain of the food fight team. Yeah, that is, true. Wow, congrats, bro. I was gonna coach this year, but couldn't handle it because of the flashbacks. Flashbacks? Yeah, I was in the Cola Wars. Saw things you wouldn't believe. True horror. Wait, how old are you? 31. Huh. Well, I guess it explains your skill with throwing food? You learned that in the army? Yeah, except it wasn't so much learning as being experimented on by military scientists with highly dubious ethics, bro. Oh wow, what'd they do? Make me drink a bunch of experimental super soldier syrup. Crazy stuff. I barely remember any of what happened to me, but the nightmares will follow me forever. Jeez. Do you have any of that syrup left? Super soldier syrup? Instead of serum, it's very funny. Yeah, I stole a whole case of it on my way out. Why, you thinking of feeding it to the food fight team? Maybe. Yeah, I can give you a dose, but not for free, bro. You gotta bring me a treat. Treat? What kind of treat? I need 5 cotton candies. They have them out at the Ocean City Boardwalk. I do like just following up to see what kind of things they say when the quest isn't complete. How's it going? Oh, you know, another day, another flashback to the atrocities of war. Did you bring my treat? No, not yet. Sorry, bro. This is like the most straightforward request I've ever received from a character. It's so clear where I need to go, the double lies, and there's like only one thing I can really do here. So, easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I already had one. Well, I kept one for myself so that I can indulge a little myself as well. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like so heck of a lot I would get out of it. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard covered with complex physics equations. Internalize them. You study the equations until they become a part of you. You'll have to remember to check the box on your next census form. I don't think I read that closely enough to get the joke. I was like trying to just get to this and kind of skipped over it. Yep, I got it right here. The super soldier syrup. This is a little vial that's stamped with a serial number and a list of complicated and scary sounding chemicals. Increase damage of ranged weapon attacks by 5. Thanks. Don't mention it unless you decide you want more later, in which case, do mention it. Do you have any more syrup left? Well, see, this is a little confusing then, because where did I come from? Where was it? Which wing was it? I feel like it was in the barbecue wing, so I'm just gonna go looking. Blackboard, complex equations, make them more interesting. Use your boundless charisma and the fact that your finger is on the pulse of modern youth. You rewrite the material to be edgier and more exhilarating. These kids are gonna learn so much their sunglasses will fly off. The barbecue wing and then phys ed, but like, can I slip someone a potion here? Is that gonna be an option? If I talk to Bob. Ooh, try this. Who is, like, worst on my team? Bob, I think, is kind of like a damage dealer. I think that's his thing a little bit. His attack power increased by 5. Could I give it to everyone? I don't think so. Any advice? Attack twice. On fire heals. You roast yourself. That's pretty funny. Damage and healing. See, I've assigned some of these before. So let's see. Let's see, just having Bob in a position of more power. Is that literally enough to turn the tide? 5 extra damage. Yeah, keep Bob alive here. We kind of need that excess of damage. Oh, there we go. Excellent job, team. But I don't know how many battles I need to work through it. That was the last one. That was basically what I needed. You won! Congratulations! You beat your hated rivals, the Narvard Hurleywoods, and won the coveted Boyardee trophy. That's funny. But why? Why are there all those different teams? Why? I don't even know. The local food fight commissioner comes over, shakes your hand, and signs your transcript. He mentions that you can keep playing in postseason matchups if you want, but you've earned your course credit. You've completed your elective. Your team surrounds you, beaming with pride. They shout 3 cheers and dump a huge bucket of pork gravy over your head. Nice. Not my immediate reaction, but sure. No one wants to talk? You guys don't want to hang out and talk about what a sweet coach I am and how much I improved your self-esteem and confidence? We're not going to get into that at all, hey? That's a bummer for me. I don't know if I ever went down there, or if is that just my access to the whole Steam basement thing? Yeah, it is, isn't it? There's a manhole cover down here. Well, let's go down the ape hole. Right, I remember that one. No, this is a whole thing where I didn't go deal with the frat house one. Now I'm suddenly branching this off instead. Who knows? There's a lot of steam there. Maybe I'm about to realize that there's more steps in this particular storyline branch than there was in the other. Nope, I went straight through it. Alright, well maybe this is gonna be everyone just taking nice baths. This fisherman is doing his best impression of a crocodile. There are no fishmen in this particular pool of boiling goo, but there's a mass of horrible, slimy, wriggling, golf ball-sized eggs floating in it, like the world's biggest and most awful glass of bubble tea. I'll grab them up. You extract the jiggly, squishy, foul-smelling eggs. What was the thing that he made out of the eggs? He made scrambled fishman eggs. Is that the only thing that I'll be able to do with those? Oh, is it a combat item? No, it is a food. It is a food. Why would I need so many? I guess to replace them and get it. I don't know. Is there anything else I'll ever do with these fishman eggs is mostly what I'm wondering. The radio's playing classy music. These 2 fishermen are sharing a nasty soak. They're too relaxed to worry about you being here. And the fishman is absolutely loving his bath in hot filth. This is it. Everyone's just having a really, really nice steam down here. And so all the steam on campus is coming from this, like, deep down vent from the Earth's core or something. I wouldn't have guessed. Well, that was very simple, and I guess probably the most immediate way I could have gotten my hands on some fish eggs to round out Rufus's little request there. Ooh, I need a break from talking. It's a lot all at once. Things have been going very smoothly in the sense that I keep ping-ponging between different quests. And I feel like I remember in West of Loathing that I kept losing track of storylines with the amount of different ways I deviated. Whatever way I'm approaching things so far seems to be going very well, and I seem to be checking things off at like very regular intervals. Rarely a wasted stretch of time in this game, which feels really, really good. Really good. Thank you so much for watching. Pitch me some episode titles, and I hope to see you again soon.